Hello wonderful viewers, and welcome to my channel. I am Sara, the Cedar Moon Witch, and today I am doing my December wrapped video. Gonna look at mainly the decks that I used in December, but also because December was Christmas and Yule, I have one gift that I want to share. I just have to. It's my emotional support dumpster fire. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. My husband bought this for me for Christmas, and I love it so much. I want the whole world to see just the awesomeness that is my emotional support dumpster fire. I keep it right here on my reading desk so I can look at him all the time. I love it. That said, I hope that you had a wonderful Yule and Christmas. Hope that you had a good New Year, because it's 2025 now. Also, what else happened? I hosted a giveaway for the Death Doula Oracle, because I have 2 copies. And I drew a winner for that. So that's been taken care of. That was so much fun. Thank you so much to everyone who participated. Stick around. I like to do giveaways. I carry decks with me, extra decks that I don't particularly care for, and I really enjoy giving decks to people, so stick around. Maybe I will do another giveaway at some point. I probably will. So all of that said, the decks. I'm going to start first with the decks that I use for a practice, for a specific practice, because I tend to overlook those in these wrap-up videos, so if I do them first, maybe I will remember. And the first deck I want to show for a practice deck is the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. I've had this deck for years, for literal years. And for the longest time, like, I liked the artwork. These are the backs. It's mass market gem. For the longest time, I had this deck and I just didn't know how to use it, you know, or where to use it. I have been using this, just pulling one card. When I go into the shower, right? Or take a bath, or, you know, whatever, shower time. I light a candle and I pull a card, and it just works, because shower time is really like the one time in the day that I just get to be with my thoughts, and it's been really nice. It's been really helpful. It's not like a predictive reading. It's not necessarily to dwell on things reading, but it has a way of, I don't know, of tapping into something and just allowing a flow, if that makes sense. I don't know. I have a hard time trying to explain things, because tarot is a felt experience, you know, and it's difficult to put a felt experience into words, but this has been a really nice practice, a really nice shower time practice. I love the artwork, the keywords, even the guidebook is really cool. The wishing well. this is one of those that it's done in alphabetical order, which I appreciate that so much. You know, so you get, like, for the wishing well here, you get the card, the keyword, and then a little write-up. But then, what's really helpful, I find, is you get an affirmation for each of the cards. This one has more than one, but some of them have, like, soul inquiries. They're just questions to ponder on. And depending on the card, you know, like there's one with an affirmation, there's an activation, which is like an affirmation or a mantra, you know. But depending on the card that I pull on that day, I'll sit there and, you know, as I'm doing my thing, I will, you know, let the question or the mantra or the activation or whatever just settle in. I won't necessarily like force the thought about it, you know, but my brain tends to ruminate on it anyway. And it's always just empowering. Especially first thing when I really don't want to get up and moving, but I have to get up and moving. You know, it's just a really empowering way to start the day. So, that is the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. For my, I don't know, shower practice, wake up practice, morning contemplation practice. So sorry. Okay, for my next practice is practice set of decks. Is for my Exploring the Magdalene practice. If you want, I will try to link the Exploring the Magdalene playlist in the cards. I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Maybe I will remember. So let's start with the tarot deck I've been using for that. This is the Tarot of Light by Tony Carmine Salerno. It's a mass market goodie. And this has been the deck that I go to for my Magdalene practice for the bulk of December. I love the artwork. The guidebook has Rider-Waite-Smith correlations, but the deck itself isn't necessarily meant to adhere to the RWS, which I appreciate, I value, because I just do. I like decks that do their own things. But you can read it like an RWS. And so this has been the tarot deck that I use for that. And in conjunction, I have been using this oracle, the Wisdom of Mary Magdalene. This oracle deck is out of print, but you can still find it on the cheap through the various places. And I just think that they work really well together. I like the depth of the Wisdom of Mary Magdalene. You get a quote, a passage from somewhere in the Gnostic scriptures. Not always the Gospel of Mary. Like this one is from the Gospel of Philip, which is an apocryphal I don't know, I probably didn't say that right. But those are scriptures that were kicked out of the current standard Bible, like back in the 500s AD. But they used to be, you know, accepted Christian teachings. But the guidebook is really, really where this oracle deck, I mean, it shines, just the deck itself. But the book is so meaty, and it contains so much. I really, really love this deck. It is amazing. So yeah, I will flip through, show you some of the cards. See, I mean, just the way the colors flow and the art styles work together. Oh, and this is a wonderful reading, isn't it? Oh my goodness. I am she who exists in all fears and strength and trembling. Hear me in gentleness and learn of me in roughness. I am she who cries out with the Empress. That is gorgeous. Every time I pick up these two decks, it is just amazing. I love them so much. They really deeply affect me. And just my whole journey with Magdalene has been truly enlightening. The ego collapse. So, the Tarot of Light by Tony Carmine Salerno. I should really make a bag or buy a bag or something, because I just keep that deck out. And the Wisdom of Mary Magdalene Oracle, out of print by Sharon Hooper, but you can still find it. You can still find it relatively cheap if you look at the places. So, for personal practice, for like in-depth personal practice, I think that those are the two main decks, or the three, because the Healing Waters. The three main decks. Okay, for just general readings, it was December, so I had to bring out my December decks. Seasons of the Witch, Imbolc Oracle, mass market goodie, put out by Rockpool. I love Rockpool decks, I really do. Beautiful blue backs, beautiful blue gilding. The newer artist, and in this amazing little tin that I found at Menards. If you are in the Midwest, you will know Menards. Found this for like $1, and it fits my Yuletide Tarot. Is that it? The Yuletide Tarot. A Llewellyn deck, mass market, both mass market. But I don't like the big ginormous Llewellyn boxes. They take up a lot of space in my tiny little home. So I put the book in my bookshelf and I get rid of the box. But these, I use these a lot for just general readings, especially towards the beginning of December. Because these decks don't come out, really, unless it is around Yule, Christmas, winter. I got the Yuletide Tarot last year. I used it and I just didn't, I don't know, last year it just didn't hit. But this year, it does. It really fit and it made me feel the feels. It's like we connected this year, where last year we didn't. So that was nice. You know, when you get a deck that you're excited about, but it just doesn't hit. But then you pick it up again and it does. That was this deck. And Seasons of the Witch. Imbolc, it doesn't matter which Seasons of the Witch it is. It's always going to be good. Seasons of the Witch, though, I will say, sometimes the guidebook kind of missed the mark for me. But as an intuitive reader, I do like the Seasons of the Witch decks. So that was my first set of general December reading decks. And then the next that I used predominantly, these two. This is the Pixie's Whisper Tarot, and I even did a whole deck bonding thing where like I bonded this green aventurine heart to it, and I gave it its own bag. Like it was a whole ritual in itself. And then in this bag, if I can get it out, the Seasons of the Witch Yule, which I also did a whole little ritual with, goodness, I forget what this stone is, but like a whole little bonding ritual. Really nice, really enjoyed it, super fun, and where the Seasons of the Witch Imbolc and the Yuletide Tarot, you know, like I did eventually click with the Yuletide Tarot. But these two, I think maybe just because of the whole little ritual thing, this was the pairing throughout December that I really liked. I really did. It was fun. It was always meaningful. The readings were always uplifting. Like, they weren't necessarily super positive. Like, they would point out things and aspects of self, and, you know, they would point out what needed to be worked on. But it always left me feeling more empowered at the end of the reading than when I came into the reading, you know. So this was the December pairing that just really rocked my socks. I liked it a lot. It was really good, really nice. And they look great together. Seasons of the Witch Yule, this was one kind of like the Yuletide Tarot last year, where I've used it, but I don't know, like sometimes it just wouldn't click. But this season, oh, it was a real winner this season. And I think also because I just let the cards speak with this one. I would go to the guidebook to kind of get a clarification, because the these and thous and, you know. But for the most part, I used these decks very intuitively. They worked really well. And they were really impactful for my December. And I mean, anytime you can do like an actual ritual with your deck, absolutely ace way to bond. I feel like I could have done another how to bond with your deck video with these two. I should have. Maybe there's a bonding ritual I want to do with my HP tarot, and maybe I will film that, because I think that is also going to be fun. So those were my other December decks. Then, let me see, I don't know, in order of appearance, I guess. So those were the decks that I used predominantly through the beginning of December, especially. Oh, excuse me. Then I received this deck in this beautiful bag. I made this bag immediately. This is the Botan Tarot, the 2nd edition. I do believe that now it's sold out. But this was another one where I did like a whole little ritual, because my copy came kind of messed up. The blue like edging was kind of funky, kind of rubbing off on the cards and everything. So I found a stone, I found some fabric, I found these Chinese coins. I know Botan Tarot is Japanese, but you know, I'm a white American woman. It's close enough. So I made that, found a stone for it, and once I got this was the deck. It's such a soft and gentle deck. It's not afraid to tell you the truth, but it does so for your highest good. You know, like, not to sound too woo-woo, but like honestly, it every time I come to this deck, oh, the Fool, yes. You know, it's nurturing, it's caring, it's kind, it's honest. And it was a really good deck for December. Super, super good. Love this deck. So, the Botan Tarot. In its fancy little bag. I love the bag. Love the deck. Happy, happy, happy. Other decks, let me see. I won a giveaway, and my giveaway deck arrived. I won the MyLand. This is an indie deck. I think that right now it's out of print, but I think that the creator is taking pre-orders for the second printing. I love this deck. I love that I won it. I had never won any kind of giveaway before. So, I don't know, it was like being gifted a deck. And a deck that you were gifted just hits differently than a deck that you buy yourself. I don't care. It just does. Anyone who has been gifted a deck knows that, like, it just sits in a different place. And yeah, it was gifted through a giveaway, but it was still gifted, you know? And honestly, when I entered the giveaway, I didn't expect to win it, you know? It's not like I sat down and I did this ritual and, you know, performed some magic to get it. I just entered because why not? And I won. And I just love it. It's amazing. So, the Mayaland, and then I did an unboxing video with deck pairings for this deck. And the one deck that I did not pair it with in that video was the Plant Magic Oracle. And this has been the one deck that I have used it with the most. It looks together. It looks together. It looks wonderful together. They read wonderfully together. I love plants, so it really helped me, I think, even more to bond with the deck, to pair it with the deck that I already know so well. Plus, look at it. It's gorgeous together. Just beautiful. So the one deck pairing that I didn't showcase in my whole video about it is this one. And this is the one that I wound up using the most. Go figure. So that is the Mayaland Tarot. And the Plant Magic Oracle. I love Plant Magic. Wonderful deck. Goes with almost anything. Then for, let me see. I was sent the mass market edition of Desert Illuminations Tarot by US Games. And I did a whole unboxing. I wrote a review and posted on my blog. I was super excited about this deck. I have a video. I will try to link the video in the cards. But this deck is amazing. It's like it's linen, but it's not textured, but it's linen. I love the teal edging. I have the first edition with the white borders, but I love that it's just the images without the borders. Beautiful deck. I love the colors. I love aliens. I love cowboys. I love the whole Western vibe. And this, just such a good deck. The guidebook, the Desert Illuminations Tarot Codex it is, so good, so on point. Lindsay D. Williams did just an amazing job with the deck and the guidebook. And then US Games did so well in the production. Like, production quality of this deck is off the hook. It's amazing. Also, oh no, move George there. Also, on the backs, there's no gaudy US Games copyright. It is still there, but it's inconspicuous. And I know for a lot of us in the tarot community, having the big gaudy printed on the face of the cards copyright is just kind of off-putting. So I really value how inconspicuous they made it. Like, honestly, props to US Games. This is a real gem of a mass market deck and is super affordable. Desert Illuminations. And then, let me see. Jonasa Jaus, the 8th edition, red, arrived. I also have an unboxing of this deck, so I won't spend too much time on it, but I do want to flip through it because I love it. At first I wasn't a big fan of the color palette so much. Like, it's very bold. But I have been pairing it with the mass market dirt gems. Those are the backs. Beautiful matte edging. This is another one, the dirt gems, where it's mass market version, but the production is amazing. You know, like, for a mass market deck, really, really good. So I've been using these decks. No, wrong way, Sara. I used these decks quite a bit after getting them. After getting this. Beautiful readings, really insightful. It looks beautiful on the table. And after using it, see, that's a beautiful reading. After using it, the color palette really has grown on me. I'm not usually one for big, bold, saturated colors, but I say that, but maybe I really am. I don't know. Wonderful decks, though. Anemone. I just love to say the word anemone. So, Jonasa Jaus, the 8th edition, red. This is the only Jonasa Jaus deck that I have that is like actual standard-ish size. I have the little mini Jonasa Jaus 6, and then I have the Jonasa Jaus 6 Jumbo. And the Stunning Tarot. I have the Stunning Tarot as well. But that's kind of off topic. So, Dirt Gems and Jonasa Jaus has been a good combo. Let me see. What else? What else, if anything, have I used? No, that's not. Oh, I have one more combo. One more combo that I have used. Blossoms of Wisdom Oracle cards by Empath Soul. I have had this deck, God, it feels like I've had this deck for years. I got it on Amazon years ago, through the Empath Soul store. And there's something about this cardstock. It just feels nice. It feels satiny. I think that's what it says. It has a satin finish, but it feels awesome. If you have the Fallen Angels Oracle, it's the same cardstock, but it feels nice. I don't know. It makes my hands happy. And then I've been using, well, I have used that with the Claude Monet Impressionism Art Tarot. Again, I've had this deck for a while. This is an indie deck. And I like how they pair. This was a more towards the end of December pairing, but they work so beautifully together. Like, they are literally beautiful decks, and you put them together and they are beautiful together. I mean, it's perfect. So this is also such a good pairing. I really enjoyed this pairing. Honestly, I came to these decks specifically to help me calm down, to help me find my center. 'Cause December was crazy busy, holidays, and the darkness. Well, I am sorry. The battery on my camera died. So, you know, like, it is what it is. But that was the Blossoms of Wisdom Oracle cards with the Claude Monet Impressionism Art Tarot. This, I think, is still available. I honestly don't know. This is still available. This is an indie deck. As per usual, all of the links will be in the description box. So yeah, that was my December in tarot. In terms of things for January, I don't know. Honestly, I have ADHD and other diagnoses, you know. So I am just naturally a very squirrely person. I don't like to set strict deadlines and strict rules for myself. Because I'm the sort of person, I know that if I set the rules, I can break the rules. And if I set the schedule, I can adjust the schedule. I know a lot of y'all do like baskets, you know, like you'll pick out decks for the month and you'll set them in a basket and you will use those decks. And I don't know, maybe I will try doing that this month. But I don't know. I'm a really squirrely person, and I just don't know if that's gonna work for me. So January, I don't know. Maybe I'll just use whatever decks I want to use. Yeah, I don't know. Like, props to anyone who can be like, these are the decks I'm going to use in January, and then stick to that. I don't know. I just can't. Like, right now, what decks do I want to use this month? God, I don't even know. I have all of them. I want to use all of my decks. I should not say that, because I will sit here and play with 50 different decks. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, well, I don't know. So some decks that I know I'm going to continue using in January is the Roots Wings Oracle, and I've been pairing that with the Botan Tarot. This is such a comforting pairing. It's so gentle, but also truthful, and it just has a way of clearing the air, I guess. Does that make sense? So I expect that I will continue to use these in January. In fact, I know I will, because I used them this morning. And then another pairing that I'm really excited to really get into is the Green Witch Oracle with the HP Tarot. And like I said, I have a cool, well, I think it's cool. I have a deck bonding ritual that I want to do with this deck, and I have a rainbow moonstone that I want to get creative and crafty and witchcrafty with. So I'm excited to use these. Also for Christmas, I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd. Like that's my thing. And I got all kinds of Harry Potter gifts that I'm really excited about. So, like, I don't know, it just reignited that love, that deep love that I have. So I'm very excited to use these. And a deck that I am looking forward to using is the Sara Occulto Meliora. This is a new deck in my collection. The box is so blanky and so shiny. Like, I won't do a whole flip through, but this deck comes with oracle cards that I have just shuffled in. So it is a chonker of a deck, but I would like to get into this deck as well. And I think that the color palette would really work for January. I've done a few readings with this, and it seems to be a very impactful deck. This seems like a deck for alchemy, you know, for true alchemy. And I like that. That interests me. So I would like to get to know this deck more. I would like to explore what it has to say. Oh wow. You know, I'd like to find some pairings for it that work, that I think work. So I would say that this is a deck that I would like to use and get to know in January. If you have this deck, what do you pair with it? I have the Posis Oracle that I think might work well with it. And I have the Lost Oracle, the Mass Market Rock Pool deck, that I think might also work really well with it. But what do you use with that deck, if you have that deck? I'm going to include it because I got it on December 31st. I'm not going to do a flip through right now of it. The Cave of Sybil Oracle. I had sat down to do an unboxing with this deck, and I had to stop filming this deck. If you have this deck, if you received your copy of this deck, what do you think? What do you think about it? How do you work with it? What does it do for you? Do you pair anything with it? Cause I expect that in January I'm going to work with it, but I just wanna hear your thoughts. If you have this deck, what do you use it for? Anyway, that's probably another January deck. But I am not beholden by my own selections right now. I am a very squirrely person, and in 2 days, none of these decks might feel right. So there's that. Thank you so much for watching. Bless you. If you have made it this far, it means the world to me. Leave a comment. Let me know, what decks did you use in December? What decks do you plan on using in January? Let me know about your deck pairings, like for Solera Occulto Meliora. I know that there's a mass market French Oracle, the Medieval and Marvelous Oracle. Looks stunning with it. But I don't have that one yet. So what would you pair with it? Let me know about the Cave of Sybil. Also, if you receive that deck, please comment and let me know what you think. Or let me know if you have a video up about it. I would really be interested to know. Thumbs up, likes are always appreciated. Subscribe if you're into tarot and witchcraft and herby type things. Because I'm hoping I have plans for my channel that revolve around tarot, witchcraft, and herbcraft. Maybe some energy work as well. Yeah, I don't know. It's a new year. It's the same old me. It's the new year and new plans. So yeah, I guess that's all I have. Thank you so much again. And I'll see you next time. Bye.